welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I hope you're having a great start to your day. I wanted to take you guys along with me today and style our hutch. We currently are living in a smaller home right now until we are ready to build. I do apologize, Braylee has a bag of chocolate chips that she's playing with currently. So you might hear some crinkling back there, but just know that that's just her. We are living in a smaller house right now, and we have downsized quite a bit from the old house that we used to live in, but we're living in here right now until we can build our future dream home. We bought 40 acres of land, and so right now we are trying just to make this space cozy and as homey as possible. So I have our hutch behind me right here. I found this off of Facebook Marketplace for $100, which I thought was such a steal. It has lots of glass windows. There's a main opening door, and then the bottom is like a storage unit where there's 3 different drawers that you can pull open and store things in there. So it is a very big hutch. It fills the space beautifully. When we first moved in here, I didn't know where I wanted to showcase our hutch, but I knew that I definitely wanted to have it somewhere. So we have it kind of off of our living room area. It's just this kind of big wall here, and there's like another entry door over here off of our deck that you can come into, but most people don't really use that door. So this was just a great spot to showcase all of our like holiday dishes, any sort of like family memory items that I wanted to display. So I love decorating this for the different seasons and just showcasing lots of beautiful items in there. So when I first bought the hutch, it was actually a kind of orangey brown color, and then I originally had painted it white. I was kind of in like this whole white phase with lots of white furniture and carpeting and like the whole gray walls with white accents. I'm sure you guys probably remember that from a few years ago. I got into that trend pretty hard and then decided that I wanted to start shifting away from that, and decided about 2 years ago that I wanted to paint my hutch black and have some gold accents to it. So I took some paint from Fusion Mineral Paint and I painted it their black color, and then I used some like antique gold rub and buff to do the hardware, and I love it so much. I didn't think that it was going to make such a big difference in our home, but it is literally like such a statement piece, I feel like, and it's so beautiful. The inside really pops. I left that like the brown color. Today I figured that we could just decorate that together. It is wedding week this week, so I'm getting married on Saturday, and we're getting married here on our property, right in our yard. And so we've hung up some like solar lights in the trees. I've bought tons of pumpkins. I have lots of hydrangeas that my grandma let me pick from her yard, and we have lots of just like natural elements. I love to decorate with natural elements, you guys know. I can't wait. The weather is supposed to be sunny and like lower 70s for a high, so it's going to be absolutely beautiful. The trees are just starting to turn here, so we're not in full-in peak mode yet, but that's okay. There's quite a few trees on our property that have already turned quite a bit. So I'm hoping for a beautiful day, and I can't wait to hopefully share some behind the scenes with you guys. I'll try to film as much as I can. Day of, I'll have some people filming for me, so I'll try to incorporate a little video together for you guys. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and decorate our hutch together. Of these beautiful plates. They are from Hobby Lobby. I've seen lots of these plates very similar to this like on Etsy. I wanted to buy a couple, but they are so expensive. So I got these when they were 40% off. So they were $8.49 per plate. I actually have 6 of these for a table setting, but I wanted to display 4. But how beautiful is that pattern? I love this so much. I feel like the browns in here, I'm just super gravitated towards brown. So when I saw these, I had to pick them up. I just think that they're so beautiful. So I want to display a couple of these on our top shelf. I think that would look the best. We're gonna start with 4 and we might go down to 3. We'll just kind of see how it looks. I like to decorate very simply, but also display items that are functional as well. So I have this beautiful ceramic bowl. This came in 3 different sizes. It says Magnolia on it. I got this a couple of years ago. But these are wonderful. Not only are they just so beautiful to display, but they are great for like salads, for hosting. I love to host. I love having people come into our home. That's something that I've been working on for like the last year or so, is inviting more people into our home. And so yeah, so these are wonderful. So I think I'm going to place this in the second row and just kind of play around and see where I think it would look the best. I also love mixing old and new pieces together. I feel like it really adds like a beautiful curated look. So I have this old thrifted candle holder. I think this is so beautiful. I love decorating with copper. Copper is something that I'm always so drawn to. And I also love like mixing and matching metals too. So to go next to it, I have this golden clock. This is from Target from a couple years ago. It doesn't work. But I think that it's so pretty. So I'm going to display these 2 together somewhere in here, and we're just gonna keep playing around with stuff until it looks good. Also love thrifting old vintage books. I feel like these ones are beautiful. They have like those fall color schemes. These ones I got at a garage sale a couple hours away from me, and they were all free. So I was super excited about that. I feel like you don't find those too often, but these are definitely like a very old books. Even when you open a book, it just literally smells like old. And like the pages are super old too. So I don't know, I think these are just so pretty. Even if you were to display this like open somehow. I thought about doing that for my wedding actually. I've been seeing a lot of different like backgrounds where they have a bunch of books open like this for like a backdrop, and then you can like put like your neon sign or something over it. I thought that was kind of cool. So but yeah, like this one is like Paul's Ideal Church, and like there's just like some notes in here and stuff. So I think it's so cool, not only to just like grab these, but it's just so cool to like look through them too and just see like the notes and things that people write in there. Very interesting. So I love decorating with these, and then to mix in some of the new, I have like a cozy pumpkin that I want to add to it. I also just found these really cute little pumpkin candles. I picked these up a few years ago. I don't even remember where I got them, but these are really cute. So I'm gonna try to add these somewhere throughout the hutch too. I like to decorate with odd numbers, so usually like pairs of like 3 or 7, even 1, but typically 3s is what I like to try to decorate with. So I'm gonna grab a couple more of these and kind of space these throughout the hutch. These are just some like dried, I don't even know, dried florals of some sort. I either got these off of Amazon or Hobby Lobby in their dried floral section. But they are just so beautiful. They are just ever so slightly yellow and white, and I just feel like with this ceramic vase, I feel like they really pop. We need more pumpkins, so I'm adding a few more of these ceramic pumpkins. I think I'm gonna do it over in this corner just to kind of kitty corner it from the pumpkin over there. I think that would look pretty good. Lastly is like this stoneware dish. I've had this like sitting on our entryway table like during Christmas time or something. I like to fill this with like pine cones or like candy or caramels or something like that, but I figured that this would be really pretty in this hutch and kind of tie together like some of that old world pottery piece looking item. So I'm gonna put this in the middle here and just kind of see how that looks. Okay, I do like it. I do think I need to add something to the dish. I don't know if I'm gonna put something in there, but I need something to make it pop a little bit. Okay, I just found this wreath. This is from the Hearth and Hand line from last year. It is so pretty. I love these muted yellow colors. I feel like they are just stunning for fall. So I think that this would look perfect on that little tray. So I'm gonna just set this on there and just see how it looks. Okay, yes, I love that. I think that it looks so good. I almost forgot to show you guys the top. So I just have this vase here. This is again kind of like that more old world looking aged vase, but in it are these oak leaf stems, and I actually picked these up out of our yard. So I thought it would be kind of a good idea to incorporate those into my decor. I love using outdoor elements whenever I can, so I put those in there and I think that it looks so good. I also have this little like paper pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I have this picture here. I think I'm gonna swap it out though for a more fall looking picture. I still do really like it, and I feel like this would probably be okay for fall. I like the frame and everything, but I just wanna do more of like a fall picture. So that is the top of the hutch, and I absolutely love it. Went to our first fall vintage fall market this last weekend, and it was so much fun. They had lots of different like food vendors there. They had a coffee vendor there, and it was so busy. They had pumpkins. They had lots of just like cool different like antique finds that you could purchase there. And so my mom, myself, and Braylee all went together, and we just had so much fun. We found lots of really cool items, so I thought that I would just do a quick little antique thrift haul with you guys. I wasn't going there to find anything like in particular, but I did pick up a couple things. And the first thing that caught my eye was this beautiful brass vase. I think that this is so pretty. It has this really beautiful handle on it. I feel like this would be really pretty just like hanging on a shelf for Christmas time. if you put greenery in here, I feel like that would really make like the brass pop. So this one I believe was $8. So I thought that was a pretty good price. I feel like I would pay that at like a local thrift store. Next vessel that I picked up was this glass canister. And I think that this is just so pretty and delicate, and you could use this year round. I figured I could use this for like a candy dish if I wanted to put it on our entryway table. I also am looking to do a local like candle making class, so I thought that this would be pretty to like put a candle in, have it be like a candle canister. So this one was definitely, I kind of went back and forth about it. I didn't know whether or not I wanted to grab it, but ultimately I'm really happy that I did, because I think this is so beautiful and very timeless. They had lots of like bowls there, like crock bowls. They had lots of jugs. They had lots of different like vessels and canisters and things like that. I picked up this canister here, and it's just like a concrete material. I've seen these priced on Facebook Marketplace for over $100. This one I got for $24. I think I'm gonna use a lot on my floating shelves. I could use it in my kitchen. I could use it to store like my wooden cooking utensils. I could put like a faux tree in here for Christmas if I wanted to. There's just so many different things that you can do with these, and like I said, they're very timeless, so they're never gonna go out of style. The last two things are like Christmas things. So the first thing that I saw was this thermos. It's just got this really kind of traditional vintage plaid on it, and it just is very vintage, I feel like. So I probably like won't use this, but to display it on my floating shelves for Christmas time, I feel like would be so cool. I just love adding in old with new. I feel like it really just curates a beautiful space in your home. So this I was super drawn to, and I think it was $12. So I didn't think that that was too bad at all for this. The last thing, which I totally didn't need, and I kind of went back and forth on this as well, but ultimately I'm glad that I picked it up because I've never really seen one like this before, is this picnic basket. And it's just like this beautiful like emerald green color, and it's got like this really pretty design on it. The inside is huge and it's in very good condition on the inside. The outside has just like a couple of like scuff marks on it, but they wanted $24 for it. And I thought for a picnic basket this size, I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I figured that I could put this on top of my fridge during Christmas and just display it. I love like putting cookbooks in here, using it as storage for that. You know, like I said, we are living in a smaller home, so any way that I can incorporate these type of items for extra storage and space is great. So thank you guys for spending some time with me today. I hope that you got inspired and just had fun being with me as we just did some decorating and got to just sit down and chat. I just love talking with you guys about things that are going on in our lives, and I just feel like you guys are truly like family. So thank you for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe, like I said, if you haven't already. I will link my fall 2025 playlist down below for you guys if you need some more fall inspiration. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.